Hello dear family. Wish you all a day full of energy. Lots of health. BNHI is a pitiful looking girl. She had warm days when she was with James and Diep. But then it was all just a memory. Then the time came for her to leave their arms. She was taken back to her grandmother. The tears and innocence of a child make us feel heartbroken. So what is today's story? Let's follow along today. Early in the morning, a gentle layer of sunlight spread across the red dirt road like a silk scarf. A car slowly pulled up in front of a small roadside eatery. James and Diep stepped out, opened the door, and softly called out, "Come on, sweetheart, time to get out." Little NHI climbed down, her tiny hand clutching James's steady grip. She didn't say much, only looked around with wide, curious eyes. Today was a very special day. It was her first day of school. Not a visit, not a wishful glance through a classroom window, but her actual first day as a student. James and Diep brought her into the modest eatery and sat her down. James carefully fed her spoonfuls of porridge and bits of bread while Diep opened a box of milk for her. They asked if she was happy, if she was excited. NHI nodded with a shy smile, her voice soft but certain. "Yes, I am." The three of them shared breakfast like a small, makeshift family, no blood ties, just quiet care and unspoken love. After eating, they brought NHI to school. She didn't seem nervous, just silently gazed at the worn, familiar-looking school gate with fresh wonder in her eyes. Diep bent down to straighten her uniform while James wiped her tiny hands clean. Together, they walked her past the school gate, a threshold into a whole new world. Nee's first day passed quietly. Her teacher asked if she had made any new friends. She shook her head, but her eyes still sparkled. Perhaps today she hadn't made any. But tomorrow was another chance. During class, NHI recited a short poem about a mother's love. When the teacher asked if she remembered it, she responded with a clear, innocent voice. "Mommy, I know you love me so. I want to hug you and laugh out loud." Simple words, but they wrapped themselves around the hearts of the adults quietly standing nearby. Outside the classroom, James and Diep returned to the rhythm of their hard lives. They worked in agriculture, growing bananas, pomelos, negotiating prices, dealing with pests, planning labor and logistics. They weren't rich, but they gave NHI everything they could: a warm breakfast, a clean school uniform, and a place to belong. One afternoon, standing in the middle of a lush pomelo orchard, James told Diep about the opportunity to go abroad and help his father with a newly opened factory. He asked if she wanted to come too, bring NHI along, start a new life somewhere better. But Diep gently shook her head. She said she needed time to heal from past wounds and that NHI needed stability more than anything. She didn't say it out loud, but in her eyes was a story, a childhood without a guiding hand, a life spent without the gentle push that every child deserves. And now, if she could be that for NHI, even for one more day, she would. Days passed. NHI continued going to school, reading out loud, quietly watching her classmates. One day, she asked, "Teacher, isn't Uncle James picking me up today?" Diep smiled softly, brushing the little girl's hair aside. "He's busy with work, but when he's free, he'll come play with you again." NHI nodded, her voice lower this time. "I miss Uncle James." Maybe she didn't yet understand what separation meant, but she could feel the changes. James had left, and perhaps, someday, Diep would too. So where would Nee's dream go then? The dream of going to school, of learning, of simply being a child like any other? A child doesn't need much: a backpack, a warm meal, someone waiting at the gate after class. But if no one believes in their dream, that dream can fade away like the last light of day, soft, then gone. James and Diep were the first to light a candle for NHI. But candles go out if no one tends to the flame. In this ever-shifting world, there are children like NHI, quiet, small, yet carrying dreams so bright they make grown-ups pause. Her dream isn't grand, it's just to go to school each day, to have someone ask, "Did you have fun today?" But if James doesn't return, and Diep can't stay, who will ask her that? Sometimes, the most heartbreaking thing isn't a child growing up poor. It's a child who stops believing in their dreams. And while adults are busy chasing their own survival, they forget that somewhere, A child is quietly hoping someone will help carry the dream they cannot yet carry alone.